we're going.
All
And we're
right.
back for
Yeah.
some crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm. Recap is very, very short.
Mm-hmm.
Sigrid is Lena's mom, as well as Killian's. Lena's dad happened to be Thor after a single encounter, and they went and they let Killian and Arn know that though Arn already knew Sigrid was a Valkyrie, this was all news to Killian. So as we talk about that and figure that out and everything, right at the end there, L'Oreal comes walking into the main hall, followed by Ulf, who's looking very beaten up. That's where we left off.
Yes. So, there is kind of a round of cheers from the quite well drunk guards. I shouldn't say guards. They're not guards. They're warriors. As Ulf walks in, and Ulf kind of gives a nod, and like a, yeah, okay, guys, calm down. Ooh, that was quite loud in my ear. I need to fix that. Okay, sorry. L'Oreal, is talking with Bastion and Nemia. L'Oreal comes over to you, Nemia, and she's like, "So how are things going? I trust you guys are safe and well." Nemia?
Sorry, I'm
Okay.
no, I'm struggling trying to open my character sheet for some reason. Yes, I think we're accommodated enough, and everyone has had their fair share of riffraff, including him, and I'll point at Wolf.
We heard some interesting stories on our way south. Did Killian really kill his dad?
Oh, that letter.
Letter, you said?
No, that was me. Killian sent the letter to his dad challenging him, so I'm assuming that rumors spread from there.
Well, I think the verb might be a little bit over the top, but yes.
Oh. I was like, oh.
Figuratively.
And everyone's celebrating this?
Cute Killian walking out with his dad.
Okay, we'll just go right into it then.
Sorry, I just have it like, yes, and then they both walk out of the next room.
No, that's fine. I believe your conversation was basically wrapped up.
Yep.
So, yeah, Killian, you're the first one out the door, and the door's swinging open. You're taking a few steps out, and you see L'Oreal, and at first things are good, and then you see the quite menacing figure standing right behind her. As Ulf sees you, he sees you. You lock eyes. He immediately lights up, like he's super proud of you. And then your father walks out behind you, and you are completely forgotten as Ulf locks eyes with Arn. Before a word can be said, Arn puts a hand on your shoulder, Killian, and kind of, not forcefully, but pushes you to the side. This isn't your fight.
Killian just smacks a hand on top of his. No, but it's my uncle.
Ulf kind of shouts out, "So, rumors we've heard are far less than true. You still stand, brother. Was there even a fight?" Arn says back.
Can I just interject that
Mhm.
when he enters the room and it, after a small pause, Ymia will like after killing and saying yes,
Mhm.
will say with kindness, and that's all.
Arn speaks up and says, given recent events, now's not quite the time for us to be killing one another. Ulf simply pulls out an axe and says, strongly disagree with you there, brother. And he immediately chucks it, throws this hand axe full force towards Arn. Lena, you walk out to an axe just like getting stuck right into a pillar, like at the door frame as you're about to walk out.
I'm gonna grab it, yank it out, hold it, and go, right, who threw it?
And you are now witness to the scene before you. Arn pulls out his blade. You see the various warriors at each of the tables begin standing up for their tables, pulling them back, like grabbing onto whatever mugs and food they can as they get ready to watch this fight happen. Arn says, I don't want to fight you, brother. And then Ulf says, then this will be quite easy for me. And he pulls out his other axe
I'll go
as
first
they
if you
prepare
want.
to fight.
I believe I have first dibs. He looks to Ulf.
My challenge, unfortunately, is much older than yours.
From what I hear, that one was null and void after you got set in the ground. You want a new one? You can send it formally. I even had a letter.
When I left here, I swore to Arn that when I return, it would be to take his head. That is far older than any challenge you have issued your father. You see the warriors getting like slam their hands on the table, like they want the fight to happen.
Looks back. It's like, And what if I were to stop you from, let's say, taking dear old Dad's head here?
It is against our ways. Challenge for the throne has always existed.
Right, but I'm pretty sure you're looking to take his head off his shoulders because he's been going against our ways. So, kind of a bit in deep already here.
I had expected more of you, Killian. I really had.
Same goes for you.
Are you going to attempt to fight him?
Gillian will walk up,
Okay.
and he'll look back. Since we're going off script, he looks back. He looks back at Lena and just whispers over, "Want to make it a family affair?"
I was gonna ask how much of this was. I don't know what having a sibling means.
If we lose our Killian, do we get like the brother or something?
Killian is replaced by.
Are we
Ulf
reassigned?
Arn.
Somehow I don't think so.
Gillian looks
Right.
back to Lena.
You know what? Since it is off script, if you want my help, she'll kind of stretch her arms. Yeah, I'm down for a fight.
Look, I'm not too familiar with sibling stuff either. but I know it's beating each other into the ground. It's now ripping each other's heads off, literally. I don't want to see this happen.
Right. Yeah, Lena will go up and stand by Killian then.
Arn will put a hand on both of your shoulders and say, Killian, Lena, your heart is in the right place. But I truly think this fight should happen.
That's why I'm
This
coming
is-
for your throne, old man. We got different ideas.
This fight is long overdue.
What happens if you lose?
Well, then
You're the
by
practical.
our laws, Ulf would then be king again.
That's... Yeah.
But who's to say someone else couldn't challenge him after that?
I mean, we're just mixing up the order here. I want to see you turn old man.
Well, we all must die someday.
Yeah.
Hey, well, think of it this way. Sigrid, sure she understands, but also consider how much she gave up, and I'm guessing that she's been happy with you, so why cut that short?
She's not gonna have forever with you. So give her every moment you can. We certainly owe her to it. And Killian's gonna charge Ulf.
Okay.
All right.
Are you gonna swing it a sword weapon at him? What are you doing?
I'll probably rage.
Okay.
But he'll swing the Sword of Kings at him. As a point.
Okay, why is it not showing me that?
Oh,
Did you click the button? No,
Oh
sorry.
no, not yet.
Just
So-
convenient chat right as that happened.
Yeah. So no, sorry. Like you're leading into it, so I didn't know if I had to wait on it or something.
No. We're gonna play this pretty loose.
All
so-
right. Let's see how it goes. He'll reckless.
There it is.
Yeah, you bring the sword down, and Ulf goes to get his measly hand axe in front of it, but he just can't. And you land a good solid blow into the kind of. It's not quite plate. I guess it'd be more like half plate ish. A good solid blow into it. It kind of damages a good chunk right at the hinge, and you get deep enough to wound him. He shrugs it off, and he goes to grab hold of you.
Are we in any kind of initiative order? Because Lena's part of this too.
This is just like as a reaction,
Got it.
sort of. Loose rules here. I do need his sheet open though, so give me 1 second.
Okay.
I actually did not have. For the sake of this, we'll just go. Oh, are you still at 55, Killian?
Yeah.
Okay. Ba-doop.
I'll speed up too, isn't he?
He looks like he's been through a lot, but he is rested.
Okay.
I have too many things. Old Kingdom. Nope, he is not in Old Kingdom. He's in Council still. He should not be. Okay. He goes to grab hold of you. So go ahead and give me an athletics.
Cool. Ah.
He grabs hold of you, and he goes to throw you off, but you seem to match his strength, and he just gives out like this hearty laugh.
Can't hold me by the ankles this time.
All right, Lena.
Yep. Okay. I want to run up, grab hold of Ulf, kind of throw him off Killian into the ground. I want to basically try to shove prone.
Okay.
So that is another contested athletics check from
That
him
is
versus
correct.
me. he could, but nope.
Nope.
All right.
With a surprising show of strength, even he is quite taken back by this. You just lift him and throw him back. He lands solidly on his back on the ground.
And I want to follow up with if I've got my second attack, with a punch.
Mhm. Yeah, sure.
So that's with advantage. I am completely unarmed, no shield or anything, so 23 to hit.
That hits. You land a solid blow into him, and it rattles the armor. Whew, that hurt.
Yep.
Out of
That
character.
hurt.
I just
I'll kind of circle around and for flavor hold him, but he's only prone, he's not necessarily pinned. I don't have an action for that, so yeah.
for the record, at least for Ariel, we're not going lethal, right?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
After that, it doesn't
Just
have to
just
go.
wanted to make sure we're transparent on that.
No. Lena's just circling around to give Killian a clear shot.
Wow. Okay. Bu-bu-bum. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Ulf gets to his feet. And he will he says, I should never have left, little brother. This kingdom grows weaker for it day by day. You even have other people fighting your fight for you. And oh, sorry, one second. Okay, sorry about that.
Let him join in too. I'll kick his ass.
There's just this weird 2-on-1 fight.
Yep.
Okay. Ulf will then, since you are right there next to him, actually both of you are technically, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm like over here. Yes.
For the sake of this. Ulf will attempt to shove Killian out of the way to get to Arn.
All right.
So, shove attack. Jeez, he's not doing good.
He's old man's tired.
Yeah. And he can't push through you. So then he simply takes his axe and swings it out at you.
That's what I want. Ooh. So all right, just double check. Yeah, I've got a shield going, but it still hits definitely.
Yeah, 29. 29 to hit. You see, he's not really full force behind it, but he still lands a good solid blow on you. His fight is not with you.
Better take it seriously, otherwise you're not getting your shot.
Okay. At this, it is Arn's turn. This is the weirdest fight ever. Okay.
Oh, just you wait, I've got a plan.
Oh boy. Arn will begin. Every day I have strived to keep our people warm their bellies full, and their children safe. You of all people should understand loss, brother. You needed to mourn. That is why you left. But it seems Runa and Vigo's death still weigh heavy on your soul. And you see Ulf, his eyes just simply go red at the mention of their name. Arn's not going to join in the fight just yet, but Killian. You're up.
All right. He's gonna throw the wolf hood up.
Oof, okay.
And he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna go at it with the fangs as well.
Okay.
So go for a bite. 16 hit.
No.
All right.
Ulf just kind of like bats you away as you try to lunge in.
I'll go again.
Okay. Second time around, the fangs do sink in. Ooh.
He got like shakes his head to the side and like pushes him back. It's like you can't just be strong in body. You gotta be strong in mind. You gotta know what the hell you're doing, and you certainly don't.
Lena.
What's it gonna take to shot put this man across the room?
I mean, you'd have to pick him up and then make a good athletics. So 2 athletics checks, a contested and an athletics check.
A contested to grapple and then athletics to throw, yes?
Yes, yes.
Alright, contested to grapple.
Okay. His eyes red with anger. He goes to try and fight that incredible 31. Dear God.
It gets close.
He gets very close as he's trying to fight you off, but he notices the gauntlets as you grab a hold of him and lift him into the air.
And I am going to heft him up. I'm going to do a very quick, 2 rotation spin to build momentum, and then fling.
Okay.
Like straight up.
Out the door if I can!
Dear God.
Over the heads of every warrior in the room! Into the hallway. And after
Yeah.
that, just Lena stands there. Hands kind of drop a little. Look over at Killian. Too much?
Just enough.
Alright then. Wait for him to come back. That's it. Did we lose the DM? Or am I just not hearing anybody?
I'm here.
Okay.
Ah.
So will Ulf. I have no idea if he took damage from that.
I'd like to imagine he just went flying out the door. It's like, we'll be back after these commercials.
To be continued splash screen.
Boo.
Terrible. But yes, I know Lena's ridiculous, and that's why I lean into it, because, what else am I supposed to do with this?
I know Lena's ridiculous. That's why I asked for help to beating my uncle into submission.
Oh.
Also, I will say, just for fun, if Nemia wants to, like, get a tune going for battle,
I was thinking whether to excuse myself with a tune and try to play the pipes and see
The
how
pipes.
good that. But yeah, it might be too much for a fight.
Mm.
How much people are
Mm.
there? Let me see.
Mm.
Could-
It might
charges?
not go off well in this particular culture
Yeah.
No.
for a fight.
Though honestly, I imagine a rousing song to garner confidence with like inspiration, that'd probably go over okay. And maybe ask Eric when he gets back.
Inspiration on Killian.
Yeah,
maybe.
I can do enthralling.
Yeah.
No, enthralling. No. What's the other one?
Bardic
The
Inspiration.
mantle. There we go.
Ah, the mantle. Ah, yeah.
I like to imagine Bastion is so used to Lana and Killian doing these things. He's just kind of sitting there, grabs like a drumstick from a plate and starts eating, just like
Cool, there's more of
popcorn.
them.
Drumsticks. Drumsticks are safe. Drumsticks are constant. These ones probably have a nice char on the outside from being cooked over an open fire.
Mm-hmm.
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 Definitely.
Paired with a cup of mead.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They can't hurt you. Unless
Okay,
you don't-
sorry about that.
you don't
Uh,
want to-
So side question for Eric.
Okay.
Would Nemia coming in with some bardic inspiration be like, would that set off alarms for people watching, being like, "Ooh, the bard's doing magic," or is it, or the mantle of inspiration,
I mean,
or would it just
inspiring music would be inspiring music, right?
be? Yeah. Okay.
Mantle? I don't know.
Okay.
Might be more questionable.
if I give everyone the bonus,
Everyone, just everyone.
not everyone, but I mean the fighters.
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like everyone fighting, like Lena, Killian, Ulf, and Arn,
Okay.
or just
Yeah.
Killian and Lena.
I mean, if you said like, yeah, it's raising like the alarm. So like a regular inspiration wouldn't raise any alarms.
No,
'Cause
I mean
Yeah.
you're playing music and you happen to pick a side, I guess.
Which, to be fair, you walked in with us, so unsurprising.
Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know that you can actually throw Ulf out the door.
Aww.
Are there some stairs he
But-
falls down?
It's a pretty flat area, and Ulf has walked. I mean, you could get him basically right to the door. I don't think you can get him sailing out the door, though.
Mhm.
Okay. Can I like
Maybe
roll?
if he had, maybe if he had
roll-
rolled worse. He rolled
Hmm,
pretty high, though.
He rolled high to avoid the grapple, not the throw. The throw was its own thing, and the throw is a 33. But
It is
okay.
a 33.
The 33 is the only reason, the nat 20 is the only reason why I made.
Could he,
Yeah.
as an alternative, could he land
Okay.
at the door, but have the momentum have him like roll back on his back out the door?
Sure.
To be fair, I was more going for the comedy of it than. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Yeah,
going for
that-
60 over 65 feet here.
So. Oh, did I lose music?
Music
again?
ended.
Mm.
I think it didn't loop.
Or did not loop. Okay. You get a good grip on Ulf, and you see his arm was kind of starting to fall apart a bit, but you're able to like maneuver him just right. Give a good chuck. He goes flying. He gets a good, good height up in the air to travel clear to the door, where he slams into the ground. Momentum carries him rolling. And his rolling body pushes through the door and lands outside. For a moment, Ulf just lays there. The doors kind of slowly closing behind him. You see him get up and the door open once more. You see his armor has like become unlatched, and he just takes it and rips the rest of the chunk off. And Lena, you notice something very peculiar around his waist. It's a very unassuming belt,
Yep.
but it's got some familiar markings on it. And given how he was almost able to stop you from picking him up, you are led to believe that it is... give me 1 second. Megingjord? Megingjord.
Ooh. Okay, spelling so I get that right, please.
I'm gonna copy and paste it.
Hmm.
Oh, come on. It is... Come on, chat. Megingjord. I'm
Megingjord.
probably butchering it, but you know, whatever. Seems Ulf has acquired something on his travels as well.
All right, I'm gonna look over at Killian, realizing this, and just belt. Pretty sure that's sort of like the gauntlets.
Ulf is gonna come charging through. He's gonna run past you, Lena, and give you a shove as he's more so doing it to get past you, but he is attempting to shove you down as well.
All right, so that's gonna be an attack action on his part. So athletics versus athletics. No.
God, he doesn't get you shoved down.
Do I
but-
get an attack of opportunity as he passes then?
You do.
All right. Can an opportunity attack be a trip? Can it be a shove to the ground or something like that? Technically.
I mean, technically, sure.
So it would be another athletics.
Yeah.
Pair? 20. He eats rock.
He pushes you slightly and goes to get past you, but you catch the leg. He slams to the ground.
I didn't come in here meaning to humiliate this man, and yet
I'll be
here we
honest,
go.
this is what he needs.
Yep.
We need to
Good.
calm him down.
Glad I'm helping. Ooh.
Ulf kind of his pride injured,
Half his movement to get back up.
which he already did. So
Mhm.
Ulf looks up at you, Killian. You're gonna side with your father on this. You're gonna let the Union go unpunished for their crimes.
You think I'm letting him get away with that? Hell no.
Yet there he stands, and you in front of him.
Nods. And here you are, not even getting that far. I need him alive like I need you alive. To be useful here. To do something for your country.
Doing something would be going out there and fighting, and beating them back, and holding them responsible.
You think our people weren't doing that on the shore? They died anyways.
Okay. Arn, at this point, will start. The Union soldiers may have attacked us, but it is not the Union that is our enemy. They are simply the point of a blade, and we don't know who holds that blade.
Shakes his head. It's not just one. There's a lot to cut out there. And quite frankly, and he looks back to his dad, like pointedly, if they're willing to come to our shores and slaughter our people, then us tearing our way through them is just what they're asking for. But I'm not going against all of them. I want to rip off the heads of anyone at the top who even got anywhere close to signing off on this. Doesn't mean I need to kill every farmer on the way there. Doesn't mean I need to spare every Dawn Guard on the way there either.
Arden will continue. But we should know the face of our enemy before blindly attacking.
He shrugs. I don't know. Blind attacks can work sometimes. Not gonna say it never does. But also, right now, might need a bit more tact than none. He looks back down to his uncle. I don't think either of you are fit on the throne right now. But we can make the best with this one, because he's the one the people are looking at right now.
It is your turn, by the way, Killian.
Alright. He's gonna walk over, and he's gonna pick up his uncle.
Okay.
He's
Ulf
just-
will begrudgingly allow you to assist him.
Yep. But he's still like up close against him.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think your best shot is there with him dead? He's one of the best assets you could have right now.
All he seems to be doing is spitting on our traditions.
There's gonna be none of them left if we all die.
Could be none of them left if we roll over and let them attack us.
Then we're not going to. You're fighting your own battle here, in your own head. You've got everything up assuming what he's gonna choose. Like I'm just gonna let him do it. You think his head would still be on his shoulders if I really thought he was gonna get us all killed?
Then answer me this. Why are there Dragonborn outside?
Because they're our best way in to getting through Vault. Because we're gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna beat through every idiot who took our land. And have everyone left be rolling over on their side for us.
This is his harebrained plan. Ally with the Dragonborn.
And shakes his head. Nah, just the good ones.
There is no such thing. You would forget and forgive all the blood they've shed of ours, all the transgressions against us? You would still ally with their kind.
And he like folds his arms and leans back. Do you think a kid born in that country today is responsible for
They're
the
all
blood of their
responsible.
fathers?
The blood is on all their hands.
And he shakes his head.
They still inhabit our lands.
Not for long. Or you'd know that if you actually paid attention instead of just barging in and swinging an axe. And by the way, I'm keeping that. Here's the deal. We're going there. We're fixing some problems on that side. We're getting help. Those lands are going back to you, or rather to your people.
I'm doing
It's all
what you
but set in stone.
I'm doing what you've wanted, Uncle. I'm getting it back.
And who offers you this?
Is Adder nearby?
No.
Okay.
Adder has retreated to the camp that they have set up. He left some time ago.
Let's just say Killian's got a peer.
Proper prince. Someone who's actually going to sort their shit. And make sure that everyone who does have blood on their hands atones for it.
A proper prince of the Dragonborn.
Nods. I fought him myself. I tested his mettle.
And he still lives?
Nods. I don't aim to kill every monarch I fight.
They can't be trusted.
No, Ulf, you can't be trusted.
Ulf looks to Killian. Does she speak for you now too?
No, I speak my own mind. Don't be putting my words in his mouth.
I want to trust you, Uncle. I can't trust someone killing my father over nothing. You can fight him later, when the Union's done. When we've pushed them back, when our people aren't getting ripped to shreds by paladins in armor.
Arn will chime in at this point. Valia stands by the strength of its brothers and sisters in arms. Those that fight with us make us stronger. Peace should be the gift that we give to our children, not endless battle. And that is all you seek, brother.
Chick said, don't be that hard on him. It's not endless battle. The man's driven. Misguided. He's not worthless.
Oh,
not-
he's far from worthless.
And he's not so
But he-
bullheaded that it's all he wants. He's doing the best of what he thinks he can right now.
He would lead us into war against the Union. And once that's over, he would lead us into war against Volt.
Why does he do that? Why does he want to? Why do you think he wants to?
It is all he knows. He does not know other ways.
Chick said, no, it's all you know of him. It's the only thing that worked for you. That's all you want to expect from him. You think I didn't take the little hint? He comes in here. If you won, you think he'd still be breathing? You see him as a threat. As a problem that's not going to go away. He's your brother, goddammit.
Lena cocks her head and is paying attention.
You're both of use. One of you dead on the floor is leaving us worse. He looks back to Ulf. Do you really think it's worth going for him right now? You think I wouldn't come for you if you were on that throne?
I'd expect nothing less. Though,
Would the 2 years you got be worth all the people we have dying?
the Union needs to be stopped.
I want to do that. And they need to be fought back. They need to be kept at bay for now. We know what they're doing. It came out of nowhere the first time. I didn't know I was gonna get framed for that shit. Which also, by the way, they pinned that guy you cut into pieces on me. He pats him on the shoulder. You're welcome. You can be the one to make sure they don't take a damn second step onto our land. Protect what we have first, then we can get the rest of it.
Make a persuasion check at advantage because you are speaking his language.
Persuasion. 21.
You see Ulf relax a little.
We're not expecting them to play fair. We've got the vague idea of something, but I have no faith in them to hold to their word. Dishonesty is what got them here in the first place. It's what got my name dragged through the mud. So when they take their second swing at us, while we're off dealing with Volt and getting the support we need. Besides, we're looking to get Volt to go against the Union. Wouldn't you love to see both of them dying at each other on the battlefield?
Such would be something. You see Ulf lost in thought for a second.
I can point something else out that you probably don't know about. This whole deal, this whole thing that's getting Killian and, frankly, the rest of us out in that direction, includes the Union giving up their fort. Somebody's gonna need to take care of that and watch the border. You could be the first point of any attack if you wanted to take over that, and if Arn was willing to let you.
You're used to how the Union works. I'm sure you can sort out that fort better than anyone else.
And when the time comes to actually launch anything,
Which we
you'd
will.
be in a hell of a position right on the border.
Is that prick Leafthorn still leading the attack?
Oh, he was. He's the one who's going to have to withdraw from the fort.
Ulf holds out the other axe he has towards Arn. This isn't over, brother.
Killian turns towards and levies the swords of kings at his dad too. Same here.
Arn will simply say, I do believe that prick said he would kill Killian here, so I think it is well within our right to reclaim that castle. If you're up for it, Wolf.
Killian walks over to his dad, walks up to him, elbows him in the ribs. Call him by the right name.
Sorry, say it again? I missed something.
He wants him to call him his brother.
Oh. Brother. Ulf will consider it and say, well, you want to go knock some heads, Killian?
A grin on his face.
If my brother will allow you to accompany me.
Can you throw us on the map real quick? I'm just curious. Would that bring us like en route to Volt much?
No.
Okay.
Opposite direction.
So, yeah, it's opposite direction.
Yep. Fort Izol is east of Vetradir, and Voltheim is
Yep.
west.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if it was here or if it was here. That's why I was kind of like,
Well, technically speaking, this is also Volt, right? It is this. Oh, I guess it would help if you had the other map too. I really need to combine these maps.
oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so Vetrador, Fort Isol's over here. So
we-
if you, you could technically enter through like the Summerlands or
Yeah, I was
something.
gonna say is like, hold on, no snapping. Is that like a mountain pass by any chance?
So that pass is actually you're very familiar with. You took that to go find the smith.
Right. Yes. We could head
So,
back
yeah.
up that way.
Yeah, so you know that he's like over there somewhere,
Mhm.
like right up in the crook of the mountains.
That could work. What do you guys think?
Do we want to go and
to the
take
basket
Fort
itself?
Izol, or do we want to just go to Volt directly? Because it still is a bit out of the way.
Mm,
What's the path going through?
Oh, I don't think we're going up mountains like that. Mountainous territory is hard to traverse.
I assume it'd be like this
Yeah.
if there was some sort of pass out of there.
Mm-hmm. So, for the record, I'm just fortune in the mouth.
Yeah, that's actually a pertinent question. Are we evicting him? Like, directly?
absolutely.
Mm,
I am more tempted now.
and I mean, if he'd be willing, we could bring Adder along.
Adder explicitly stated that he would stay out of Old Kingdom battles for now.
Okay.
Yeah, also I wouldn't want to mix Adder and Ulf in one.
You know what? That's
Yeah,
fair. That part's
that
fair.
that would send a very ominous message to the Union. Just saying.
That too.
Which, isn't the worst thing, but okay. So Killian will look back at his dad. If we take that fort, where does that leave on the banishment?
Oh, I thought the fort was part of the terms and conditions.
Yeah, but I figured they'd hand that over, not we'd go and knock some heads.
Oh, they'll hand it over, and
Forcefully.
you'll tender your agreement to the banishment at the same time, and they're just getting evicted short notice.
I think I like that.
Arn will actually say, I think in this instance a show of strength would be good. We don't want the rest of the Union thinking we are in fact weak.
Well, we got lucky, and he pats his uncle on the shoulder. Look who just showed up. Can you believe it? Fate's on our side. One last thing.
So, yeah.
He kind of like taps his knuckle on his uncle's belt. Where'd you get that?
'Twas hard fought for. But that it is a tale for another time, I think.
He looks to his dad. Did he have that last time you fought?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, you've been fucked. You're welcome.
He gives you a curious
Lena-
look, but
Out of curiosity, does Lena know the lore of that particular belt? Because
I mean,
or would Killian know?
reasonably either of you would know it.
Killian right now is making the jump of does the same thing that Lena's gloves does, which Jesus Christ.
Belt of Thor.
hmm
Mhm.
Thor had a belt that did
Yep.
that.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
Reasonably, yeah, that's a reasonable assumption.
out of curiosity,
Mhm.
what's the if you don't have it offhand, that's fine. Killian will just say, insert name here. Does he know like his grandmother's on like Ulfanarnside's name?
Ooh. I'm sure Killian does.
Yeah. Uh,
I do not. Sorry.
he'll just look and he's like, look at you two now. Grandma would be proud.
And they both just kind of shake their head at you. Arn will walk up to Ulf and offer a hand. Ulf reluctantly takes it, and they shake on it.
If I leave this room, and one of your heads are on the floor, the other one's joining it. And then you'll kiss and make up. He stretches. All right. Oh, we got a plan. Where'd you say that you saw the Dragonborn coming in? And he looks to his uncle.
They have a camp set on the western side of the city.
Yeah, he'll just get like directions from Ulf if he can, and if possible, basically go over to find Adder and or someone who can talk to him and give a heads up on the plan right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say for the time being, Ulf will say, "Seems the pup has been raised right." Arn chime in. Don't know how we managed that. And there's a moment of brotherhood between them before Ulf will take his leave. He'll grab the armor that he ripped off and storm off somewhere. Bastion says, "I don't think she can take credit."
Also, just as a flavor thing later, Killian will get a pouring of that ancient wine and bring it to Ulf if he finds him later in the day.
Yeah, I mean, it's already late in the day.
Yep.
Yep.
Just like, here, drink it to nurse your pride wounds.
Yep. Which he'll accept, obviously.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so, after the events have calmed down, warriors, they all push the tables back to a place and continue eating. A lot of them a bit miffed that they didn't get to see a really epic fight. They're all kind of disappointed.
They got to see a young woman, apparently, throw Ulf across the room. How is that not entertaining?
Because the fight lasted all of 12 seconds.
And also nobody got beheaded. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
If Killian overhears one, he'll just like slam his hand to the table beside someone whispering that. It's like, wanna go?
And they'll quietly eat their food.
There can still be bloodshed. The night is young. That's what I thought.
I imagine like some two set fighters like, yeah, well, we have to see Bobby and other fight again. Won't be the same.
I'll take a leg. That's weird.
Bastion walks away from Lena, who just sat down with a question. He walked up to the entire group.
Okay.
I didn't speak it, I typed it. Do you not see it?
Oh shit. Not even paying attention. That's...
Okay.
Lena sits down next to Bastion, who is about ready to get up.
With the turkey leg the side of his head.
Yeah, and she grabs him by the belt, pulls him back down onto the bench. Hold on, I wasn't done with you. I need to know things, everything. This is why I wasn't going to do it in speech. I was going to type it while everybody else was speaking. I'll write an essay on the road.
In the
I want to read
meantime,
an essay. I want a question and answer. Sorry.
I was gonna say, in the meantime too, Killian's gonna go up to Nimia.
Okay.
And just like loom over her slightly. I want a damn good song about this. You got me.
I mean, it could have been a better song. A little bit of blood. I'm not gonna
Look, if you want to play it up,
offend
like
the locals.
if you want to play it up, people out there were saying I killed my dad already. So you're on the low end. Just
L'Oreal will walk up too at this.
Ju-
Just spruce it up
Can
a
I
bit.
be a little bit ambiguous just to fire it up?
if you want. Look, just have a part where the beat gets faster as you, and like part of the dance is you swinging someone else around, and like throwing them out the door.
That first hit of yours and throwing him through the door. I mean, Lena does seem to like it threw a bucket of water on all of your pops. Mystic being the greatest dude here. So what do you say? I can do half a song about praises to him, and then just when it spits up, it's just about how he got his ass kicked in like 5 minutes or less.
Sure, I like it. And then
L'Oreal
Yep.
L'Oreal chimes in.
Good.
You just kind of flavor it like it was this big epic fight, but in the end, Ulf never stood a chance.
oh fuck, you're here.
Hello.
Look, you're like
Still,
you were like behind my uncle, and you're like way shorter than it. I didn't see you. Why are you here?
I mean, I couldn't reasonably stay in New Haven after all the mess you left behind.
What, did they get your name in relation to me?
No, just a matter of morals and principles.
You know what? That's fair. How's everyone else back at the
Ow.
fort?
You don't want to
Oh,
miss the action.
they're quite well, and you see her pat her bag.
Leans over and like narrows his eyes. What are you doing? What do you mean? I'm not getting
It's
it.
I'll explain later. Point is, I'm looking for a new place to set up shop, but I don't think I want to do it here in the Old Kingdom.
Hey, I don't blame you. Oh, also, while I remember, we might be still getting that ring in the water.
Oh, good. Have you heard something else about it? I haven't really. I've really hit a wall with my research. So.
Out of character, did we learn more about that? I don't remember what she
No.
was aware of.
No.
He shakes his head. Not quite. I mean, I
That
got.
being said, Lena does have a Valian rune journal on excavations and various historical sites and ruins from that cult library.
Ooh.
We do have some books. Also, we got some cool stuff. Did Killian? Does she know about the like the lantern and the spear and the gauntlets of Thor?
Yes, I'm pretty sure you've already seen her since then.
Okay.
Maybe not. Hold on.
Yeah, that's what. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Because I don't think we got right back to her, did we?
So I know after the lantern mistletoe thing, you did head back to her
Yes.
because she sent you on a little mission while you were waiting for the council meeting. I don't remember when the gauntlets came into play.
I think that was when we were in the cult base, wasn't it?
Yes.
And
So yeah,
that-
she wouldn't know about that. Yes.
Lena got a new thing too. Gauntlets of Thor.
She immediately like her arms dart around trying to find you, Lena.
Also, my
And
uncle has the
you-
belt.
I am.
She
deep
gets
in
halfway-
Bastion.
Yeah, she gets halfway over to like starting to walk towards it. And you say it, and she's like, "Wait, hold up. The belts and the gauntlets?
They're on different people, but yes.
That is."
That's for Lena. Just ask Lena about the gauntlets very poignantly, and you might get something else, but it's not me to say.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh,
He just like shuffles her or, like over to Lena.
Okay.
As they go over there, or just in time to hear, look, I'm just making sure that it's not a normal thing to have to actually, like, kill your sibling at some point.
You'd wish.
Shut up.
Laura Hill chimes in. You'd be surprised.
Actually, you'd be surprised. Alright. Well, so, not to sound like I'm not happy to see you, but what are you doing here?
just escaping the chaos you've left in your wake.
She isn't exactly like a country who fucked over her friends.
Fair enough. I mean,
That's a good point,
guess,
Bastion. I'm not here to join any more chaos. I think I'll have to keep moving because things are a bit crazy here.
just a bit. And knowing you, you're gonna get into the middle of it and
That's okay.
get in way more trouble than you can handle on your own. Again.
I can't argue with you, but I am trying to avoid that. I've heard things are quite nice in the Summerlands. Maybe I'll set up shop there. It's reasonably quiet.
Which area is that again?
So that is the eastern part of Volt.
Ah,
It's
Alright.
I mean, obviously there's still Dragonborn there, but there are there's a kind of like what was a kingdom of humans that got taken over way back when. So but they still have maintained their own like autonomy, but
different
they
different guys at the
they were-
top is all.
yeah, like Volt's still at the very top of the chain of command for them.
Are they considered
But they-
Valiant? Like before that?
No.
Okay.
They are not Valiant. They are a more dark-skinned people.
Ah, okay.
Stark comparison to those of the Old Kingdom.
The fucking marble statues walking around over here.
Yeah. So if I heard you all correctly, you're gonna go take down some fort.
That's the plan.
But also we're gonna be on our way to where you're heading, so
Oh, well then.
If you can stay well back of the fighting and the chaos.
I actually needed to go stop and see an old friend. Perhaps once you're done with the fort, you could head north. There is a kind of a hidden away tribe. I've been meaning to go visit. Haven't seen them in some time.
of sorry, what out of character are they? Goliaths?
They're Golrics. They
Golrics.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
They are Goliath orc
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, is it the Golrics?
She's like, yes. How do you know that? They're
you
quite
know-
secret.
Oh, also, he pulls out the Sword of Kings. Got this. Got it from them.
Ooh. Mountain's been working hard, I see.
You know him? Wait, how do you know him? Hey,
How do you know him?
He makes swords for my bloodline. What? How do you know him?
L'Oreal somehow knew all of us.
She
think-
knows everyone.
I think yes.
Who don't you know? Wait. Never mind.
No, seriously, what the hell are the odds?
Alright.
Just looking specifically at Killian and nodding towards L'Oreal.
He goes, yeah, okay, to be fair, she was already looking into a lot of alien culture. I found her, like, researching Valiant ruins. We're trying to find Dropnir.
Yeah, but I didn't meet her with anything to do with Valiant anything at all.
Yeah, but you're still...
I mean,
Valkyries are tied to Valiant stuff. As my
oh, it's
father.
not like she knew
Okay,
that.
Sorry, I'm back.
No, but...
Okay, sorry, where were we?
It seems L'Oreal knows literally everyone.
I have gathered a great deal of friends and acquaintances over my travels.
Is it impolite to ask how old you are?
Incredibly.
No, but actually.
I mean, I have some years behind me.
Killian like
One shouldn't
slowly
ask such things.
pokes her face. Is
Uh,
is this what you usually look like?
yes,
You're
this
not
has
someone.
been me.
It's not a disguise.
That this is me. This is who I've been for some time now.
Of character, what's her race?
She is fuck, what was she? She's elf. Let me double check myself.
Because that's how I'm like. It's like I'm trying to judge lifespan based on how long she should live. And I'm just like,
Um, where? There she is. Okay. Oh yeah, you see those ears? She an elf.
You have flex one of the years. Okay, but like numbers.
I have been around for quite a long time.
A
Oh
century.
yes, yes, Bastion, you can insight her.
Mhm.
More.
2.
I mean, an elf is barely considered an adult at 1.
3.
Enough of this. I'm not answering this question.
5 it is.
You see her squint at you, but then she just turns away. Bastion, yeah, I mean, she seems to be herself. And
She's loyal.
Doesn't want to tell you her age. But yeah, I mean, like I said, if you would like, you can join me there, and we can head up to the Summerlands, where you can continue your Wake of Chaos.
Nods.
Both.
Well, I think after that display, you all need a rest. I will. I guess you will catch up with me. Yes?
Yeah, sure. Also, I think Bastion wants you.
Oh, yes, of course. Bastion can pull Laurel aside.
Killian looks to Lena. So you think she's got you beat?
Great Flood. Were you around during the Great Flood? Laurel
might.
will respond. The one that took out Gatola? Yes. There are a great number of elves that were around for that.
Was she pre-calamity? No, she would have to be.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Calamity
Calamity was
is...
only 50 years ago.
Yeah. I keep thinking it's older.
No.
Nope.
It is very fresh, actually. It is far enough removed that humans have started to move on and talk of it as an ancient thing. Well, not an ancient thing, but
There's-
like
There's
this
been a
event-
couple generations of humans by now.
exactly. It is starting to be removed. But very much the elves are still well aware, perhaps the dwarves, there are many dwarves that are still well aware of the events that happened.
I'd anchor your grandpappy's calamity.
Laurie will go, I mean, I don't know too much about the details of it. I know there was quite some heavy magic involved, as the rumors go. I've not looked into it myself, though. You know, just real quick, you're asking if she's older than the flood, but you know Bastion visited it before it flooded. Something's doesn't add up there.
Well, I said, are you around?
Yeah, in the area. Actually there.
In
witnessing
the
it.
area. No, not specifically there to witness it. Gotcha, I mixed that up, my bad. I've been pretty pretty set on the artifacts and stories I've been chasing for a while now. But, I wouldn't turn down if a very key piece of information showed up. I've made so much progress looking into these old Valian artifacts that it's hard to focus on much of anything else.
To Killian, you'd have to ask. So how well that went.
She's not saying.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, Sebastian, maybe someday it's Chuplik around for my taste. I need a palate cleanser after all this is figured out. L'Oreal will respond. If I don't know that you have much of a time limit on your dealings in Volts, so once I get set up, perhaps you can come stay a while, and I might have a thing or two for you all to do. Wonderful meditation that you do. So
just to be clear on something, Bastion is asking L'Oreal about this out of earshot of the others?
Vaguely.
Perception check for Lena to see if I catch it, or... No?
If he's not hiding it and Lena's trying to pay attention, then you can overhear.
She's also mid-conversation a little bit with Killian, so there's a little distraction, but there's something I'm wondering.
I mean, if you're paying attention to it also, then yeah, you can pick up enough in pieces.
Yeah,
Killian's stupid questions, like, you're good.
Yep. I just want to know if I catch one thing, because I want to... Hey, Bastion! You're asking about the flood? North of Felgate? I wasn't exactly in the area, but I was within a day's travel, so I remember some of it.
Mm-hmm. Excellent year for crops.
A lot of rain that year. Not as much in that area. It kind of trickled down, but yeah.
There are talks that can be had between Bastion and Lena about the topic.
Mm-hmm. Grimy little kid who surrounded by wet. Probably not. Did I?
No.
Probably not. I told you I was within a day's travel, not directly there. And that I wasn't exactly traveling much at the time.
It's a good question. I'm not sure where you would have been at that time. But, so L'Oreal will, take her leave. Then, at some point, Killian, you can, you can go have a quick conversation with Adder and, say that everything is still on and that, pending his ability to actually take down the Council of Dragons, you will be allies of a sort.
Yep. And I'll also be like, if you see someone who kind of looks like my dad, but not quite, and it definitely isn't my dad, stay the fuck away from him. He is racist as shit.
It's good to know. It's good to know. But yeah, you can all take your rest for the day. There is quite the plan for the next, as Ulf seems ready to leave at first light.
Mm-hmm.
Give me my hit dice, yes.
Yep. So you all get your rest. Wake up refreshed in the morning. Get geared up, ready to go. A contingent of warriors will accompany you under Ulf's command to go lay siege to Fort Isel.
Oh, could I have taken a short rest to do my rest, for hit dice as well, just to get me up to full?
You can can't you can do that as part of a long rest, can't you?
I can do it with part of a short or a long rest. But when I do it, but I can't do it until I complete the long
Oh.
rest. So if I did it as a
Gotcha.
short rest beforehand and then did the long rest, I would get it back.
Gotcha. Yep. I see what you're saying. Sure.
Yep. All right.
Sure. Fine.
Let's
I'll
do
allow
the
it.
dice.
I know.
It's,
I'll allow
it's just
it.
two automatic crits. It's not that big a deal.
And that is where we're gonna have to leave it.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, hold on. Let me.
Like,
Yeah. You're slightly prepared this time.
yeah.
Maybe a
Fair.
little.
more than we were. Quote, actually prepared is another matter.
Improvement, progress. That's that's important.
We're making progress.
1% at a time.
We've grown from getting ganged up on by Loki serpents.
To getting ganged up by another people, but with 400 soldiers.
Alrighty, guys. That's I gotta get out of here. So
Sure thing.
Alright.
Awesome.
Till
Thanks,
next
man.
time.